wake up today. It's the best game on the internet. Oh, wow. This was nice. Oh, good morning, adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are starting off on the right foot at this beautiful free campsite, but I'm not going to just tell you about it. Let me show you. So as you can tell by now, I am not alone. In fact, I am caravanning with Riley and Dee. So we have Riley Does Life and we have Lady Bugout, and we are on our way to a special event. But last night we pulled into this free campsite and it was so beautiful. It was absolutely spectacular, but it was cold, guys. Oh my gosh. We are at a slightly higher altitude here in Wyoming, and oh my goodness, the winds were whipping. We were driving down the road on the way here and it was saying that they were 40-mile-per-hour gusts. And wow, when we got up to this area, it was just so gorgeous. We picked an area that had a little bit of tree coverage to kind of give us a little protection from that. But even with that, the vans, they were rocking. Good morning, Riley.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
I slept great.
You like this spot?
I love this spot.
Gonna mark this spot for later?
Oh yeah, I've already saved it.
Oh yay, and look at the butterflies. One of them just came to greet us. There goes another one. So many butterflies. Okay, Dee, good morning. How'd you sleep?
I slept great.
Do you like this spot?
I love this spot.
Ooh, look at another butterfly floating past. It's a sign. It's a sign. So while we're moving around camp, I got some things to do. I need to do a little hair maintenance real quick. We're gonna go into Laramie and take a shower, and I need to organize a little bit because last night when it was so cold, I didn't feel like doing a whole lot inside the van that needed to be pulled out because it was just chaos. So we're gonna do all of that, and then we're heading on to our next chapter. Yeah, I got some work to do though, so I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. It always starts with making my bed, so I usually take everything out and I put it in the front. Just makes it easier to pull the covers nice and tight. Ooh, this pillow is very heavy right now. I used these last night and I put them in my hoodie pocket. I will say this, if you ever use hot hands, make sure you do have a second layer between your skin and them, because otherwise they can burn you. But this is a great way to keep warm on a cold night. Last night it was brutally cold, and so yeah, these now need to be disposed of properly. Okay, now we'll make the bed, and after I make the bed, I'll get back to you guys. But this is definitely a two-hand job. Okay, this is much better. I always try to make my bed in the morning because it just makes me feel better whenever I come back to the back. You can leave your sheets up and stuff like that, and I have done that before, but I've noticed that whenever I do, my whole day is just chaos. So this really sets you off on the right foot in a small space. Now I do have my trash, which I'm going to continue filling up, and then a couple of other things that I need to put away, like these. We played a really cool game last night, and some of the cards fell out. So let's put those up and then refill our water and do a couple of other organizing things, and I think we're good. Okay, so this is the game in question. This is Tell Me Without Telling Me. We just thought it would be a super fun interactive game for the event that we're going to. And it's kind of interesting because they have like 3 categories. And so you either have to act it out, use 1-syllable words, which is super hard, or you can have a freestyle, but you can't move your arms. So for a person like me, I thought that the freestyle was gonna be the hardest because I talk with my hands, but I learned 1-syllable words much harder for me because, like, let me give you an example here. So for example, if we were using Disneyland and we could only use 1-syllable word, the first thing that comes to my mind is Mickey. That's not 1 syllable. The next thing that comes to my mind is Donald. Again, not 1 syllable. So I would have to say mouse, duck. You get the picture. It just becomes very hard, and some of these are extremely difficult, but it was so fun. And we played that last night because we couldn't be out and about. We couldn't have a campfire because just the winds were blowing too much. So it gave us something really cool to do. And Lady Bugout has the best entertainment space like known to man. So we were all in there. We had our snacks, we had our fun game, and it was an awesome game night. So yeah. We're putting up the stuff now though, so let's keep going. Okay, next up, I'm going to put up this other pair of sweats that I bought. It is pretty chilly up here, and so in anticipation of being cold for the next week, I went ahead and picked up another pair of sweats. Now, usually I carry a couple pairs with me, but for this trip, I thought it was actually going to be warmer. Everything I was looking at was saying like 80s and 90s, but once we got up here, that chill, oh, that chill, super, super cold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take these and actually put them inside of one of my pillowcases. This is a great way to keep up with your items that you're not using all the time or your more bulky items so they don't go into your major storage. And this way I can have nice coziness whenever I get to the event we're going to, and at the same time easy access so I can pull it out when I need it and put it away when I don't. So sweats, let's do that. Since we are going to an event, I went ahead and bought some extra snacks. I wanted to have these bins where I could have layers. So these are my basic layers that are always with me. These are my easy grab and go snacks. I could also put these in my dry bin, but I filled up my dry bin pretty well also because we're going to be in the middle of the wilderness possibly on some of this trip. So I just have these easy things here and they're all bungeed in so nothing falls out, which is awesome. And now it's time for me to clean up some of the power cords and get road ready so that we can go into Laramie. Since in Laramie we will be going to Planet Fitness, I'm going to go ahead and pack my shower bag also, which means I need to get my shampoos, conditioners, my towel, everything just in one place so I don't have to worry about it later. And I'm going to go ahead and get the clothes that I'm going to wear after. Now, I was thinking that I would just throw on something just super loose and comfortable and airy, but it's a bit chilly, so I might have to put on pants after all. Typically, I have like a little dress or just a like comfortable outfit to put on after a shower so I don't have to feel sticky, because I like to wear leggings, and leggings are not the easiest to put on after a good shower, I will admit. But I don't know if that's the case today. I guess we'll find out. Maybe I could take 2 options and just kind of see how I feel. I don't know. But yeah, I need to do that. As most of you know, on the road, I cut my own hair. So this morning before we go to the Planet Fitness, I was just pulling out my little pack. It has all the guards and stuff. And I went ahead and cut my hair, but we're also going to cut Riley's hair. Now, if you haven't watched how I do this, I do have a video in my library about how I maintain my hair on the road with some tips and things like that. So go check it out. But it is salon time in the wilderness. And sometimes it's just easier to be able to maintenance your own hair because you're not always going to find a consistent place to go on the road. But yeah, I just use my clippers, have a little magnetic like mirror that we stick on, and then yeah, this is the end result. We feel much more fresh. Now we just need to go shower so we don't feel scratchy from all the hair. But first, Riley. Okay, we're finished with Riley's haircut. Riley!
Hi!
You're all set now.
Yes, I am.
You ready to go take a shower? Because I think now that's what we have to do.
Heck yeah.
So we're off to Planet Fitness in Laramie. We're gonna go and use our memberships, take a shower to get all the excess hair off so we're not itchy, and then I think Riley's going to get her oil changed. I am going to charge my solar a little bit, and Dee currently is reading a book. So somewhere in there we're going to figure out our next moves, and we have to get a little bit closer to our end destination. So there's probably going to be some using of the apps to find a good spot. We just found out our good friends Collie and Kyle are going to be up the road just a little bit, so who knows? Maybe we'll see them today. I do not know, but yeah, we're about to hit the road, so I need to put some stuff up. Okay guys, we're officially off. The butterflies here were fabulous. I just sat out for a while and watched them. Now the road in is a bit rough, but not anything too crazy, but definitely worth it to come out here. We had this gorgeous sight all night, all to ourselves, and it was beautiful. I have my solar lights on the dash, but you guys can kind of see around them a little bit. It is kind of rocky, but it's nothing that's not manageable. Nothing's jutting out too far. And you can see that over here, after we got past our camp, there were a few other campers, but I couldn't hear them at all because of the wind and also the windbreak of the trees. Now, as always, if you guys are interested in places like this, we actually found it on iOverlander. It's just a short distance beyond Vedawu area, and it's super easy to find on there. So that's where I found it if you're interested. And there's great reviews. There's a few photos, but it's just really, really nice out here. And I was very happy that we were able to find this because it's a part of a national forest, which means that there are several different rules and restrictions that apply for longer stay, but you can stay here, I believe, for up to 14 days. So, wow, I loved it. And then beyond the tree line, this is the area right here. There's just nice fields. They're filled with flowers and beautiful, like, rolling plains. Again, some more butterflies. Absolutely amazing. This is the road in. It's a little washboardy, but it is in fact gravel, so that's good. You know, on days like today, you wake up, you feel the fresh air, you smell all of the beautiful flowers and plants. In fact, Dee found some wild rosemary today. It was fabulous. And you just realize at that moment, this is why you do van life. Days like today. These are the days that you wake up with a beautiful view, not the truck stop somewhere. Some bumps and bruises along the way on the roads, but definitely worth it. Every minute of it. Okay guys, we have 2 bags of trash here, so into the bin they go. And we stopped off at this little rest stop to do this because they usually have nice waste bins, but also, what is this? Oh, this makes more sense now. This is a part of the Lincoln Highway. One of these days we're going to do the entire Lincoln Highway on an adventure series, but we have a sign here that tells us a little bit more about this marker, which is actually right here. And then there's this guy, which is actually a massive Lincoln. Let's go to the front. Now, I don't want to tell all the secrets of this location because whenever we come back through, we'll want to stop here again to actually put into context with the rest of the road. But you can't go past this without just being like, what is that thing? And wow, that is one big Lincoln. Also happens to be like a visitor center, so we could get lots of information here maybe. So let's go inside just real quick before we go take a shower. Okay, inside we find some tips for exploring the state of Wyoming. A map over here shows you kind of some of the different things that are in the areas. And of course, we do have some different campgrounds marked also, which is super handy. This also shows you a few of the trails if you're interested in that. So if you're wanting to find some different things to do in the area, totally a good spot. They don't have the information stop open, but they do have the travel guide for 2022 here. This is very nice. They have a little area where you can watch a brief film about the state parks and historic sites here, which is super cool. And then of course we know Wyoming for the massive national park sites. So you have Yellowstone and Teton here. And then also the Devil's Tower, which we've hiked before. In fact, if you want to go check out that particular video, that's the one time where I was on a hike that I didn't know if I was going to make it. And it wasn't even that the hike was that hard. It was that I went there on a very hot day and I took what I thought was the adequate amount of water, and it was not. That's why I always advocate, take more water than you think you're gonna need. And then like we were talking about outside, this is a stop on the Lincoln Highway. So there's a lot of information that we're gonna skip until next time in this one, because I wanna add this to the Lincoln Highway video. But just to kind of give you guys an idea, this is the room. And it tells you more about some of the more historic pieces of Wyoming that go along with that. But I definitely think one of the best things about this particular rest stop is the view from every angle. They have included these massive windows so you can see out in like every direction and just kind of get an idea of the feel of Wyoming. And as you're reading some of these signs, you can think back and kind of put yourself in the position of the people who were here historically and literally see where some of that happened. It's really, really cool. Okay, so we're gonna go outside and catch up with Riley and see if she is ready to hit the road. I think Dee already went into Laramie, so Laramie, here we come. Okay, so Riley's getting her shower bag ready. Tyson is gonna be in the nice area back here, but she has lots of ventilation for him. If you haven't seen how Riley travels with Tyson, go check out her channel. It's Riley Does Life. But Dimples is parked here and we are at Planet Fitness. Time for a shower. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, a lot of nomads use Planet Fitness because they're all over the country and their prices are pretty decent. Now, Planet Fitness is usually open 24 hours a day. They have showers, gym equipment, tanning equipment, and water massage tables. If you are a nomad, you need a black card to Planet Fitness because the black card allows you to go to all of the Planet Fitnesses. Otherwise, you are location specific, so don't do that. Anyway, Riley, you ready?
I'm so ready.
Let's go take a shower. Of course, I'll get you guys on the other side because you can't come into the locker room with me. But just know, Planet Fitness, legitimate. Yes, so good. Okay, we have showered. I feel better. I feel alive. And now I am waiting on Riley because she's going to get her oil changed. I'm having a snack. Dee is getting her hair done also because she has an event to go to. And so, this is just a day in the life of us as van dwellers. I think that every single day that you get out and adventure is going to be a little bit different, but there are some common things that kind of filter over from real life land and van life land. You always will find that you're always going to need the same basic things. For example, a haircut. You do need an oil change. You will have to find a shower. Sometimes it just gets a little bit harder as a nomad because you have to actually source those things from the places around you rather than having a one set destination to do that. So today I just wanted to share a little glimpse into our lives and also bring you along for some of the fun, seeing some of the things that we're around right now. It's a little bit different of a video, but I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and remember guys, we are not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. And sometimes a good time is just a clean head of hair and feeling like you did something kind of interesting and different. That's the beauty of van life, right? Until next time, guys, bye!